Hello Aquarius, my name is Jason. This is your general mid-March tarot reading 2019. It could be about love, career, any questions at the forefront of your mind. You'll know in the first couple of minutes, I would say, if this is your reading, if it's meant for you. If it is, or even if it isn't, please check out my readings for your moon and rising signs, particularly your rising sign. I find they resonate so much more strongly so often. But for now, Aquarius, you go into the second half of March with the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles talks about hanging on to what you have, perhaps money. You might be being a little bit stingy and holding back the flow on something. Are you wondering or perhaps a little bit uncertain about your financial position? So you're just holding off on a couple of big purchases until your status is more certain. Okay, if this is a relationship, then perhaps you're holding back from somebody. Now, you'll see this person, they're stomping down on their coins there, their pentacles, which represent like the material things, money. Stomping down on those pentacles. He's got another one tightly close to his chest, and he's wearing the other one as some kind of a badge of honor or as a sense of status on his head. He's also turning his back on the city or on the majority, perhaps. So are people trying to ask you to invest in something and you're sort of a bit shy of that somehow? We'll see what this is about, but I'm feeling that you're just a bit uncertain about your financial situation at the moment, and there might be a purchase coming up and you're waiting for the right circumstances, maybe. We'll have a look and see how that goes. Your challenge position, this is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords talks about moving on. It is a card of victory, so perhaps you've realised that enough is enough and you've decided that you're just going to walk away from something or move away from something. It can also be a way of thinking. You're off to smoother waters. You're taking what's important to you and you're moving along. So perhaps you've just recently changed your attitude towards something or someone, and you've decided that you're not going to invest in them anymore. And so whether this is a figurative moving away or a literal moving away and saying, well, I'm out of this place, or I'm out of this relationship, or whatever it is. But we'll try and narrow that down. In your hopes and fears position, Aquarius, you have the Three of Pentacles. So there is some teamwork. Perhaps you want other people to put in their fair share here. So if you're working with one or more people, you might be feeling that you're getting the short end of the stick, or that they're not really putting in their fair share. So have a look at these two people down the bottom there. They've got their plans and they're looking up at this person standing on that bench there, and he's showing them an empty cup. So he's standing above them. Perhaps he's preaching this and that, but really there's nothing in that cup. He's not offering anything concrete, anything real. And so perhaps that's your fear, that there's someone in this group or someone you're working with isn't prepared to move forward or to put in as much as you are, and that's why you're holding back on this investment, whether it's emotional investment or financial investment. You might not be getting what you'll be prepared to put in, okay? And in the best attitude position, you have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant in this position encourages you to follow the rules, to adopt a fairly, I don't want to say bureaucratic mindset, but one which is objective and which treats all people as the same, and doesn't really show favourites, okay? It can also be a spiritual card, but in this instance I'm feeling that this is about, in the 3D world, saying I'm going to play this by the book. So in some instances you might be tempted to cut corners with the paperwork and things like that. This is asking you to make sure that you dot the I's and cross the T's and get everything in order. Put all your documents in the right places, that kind of thing. So if you're feeling a little rebellious, as Aquarians often do, this card is asking you to just do the right thing. Just follow those rules, follow the established way of doing things. Okay, particularly if you're worried that people are not putting in their fair share, because it might come back to you one day and you'll need that paperwork or that record or that document which says what you need to do to back up your case. Okay. In your outcome position, you have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands talks about another round. So look, you've got one more round here to do, but you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're feeling quite competent. You've done this before, but you're not looking forward to it. Perhaps you're a little bit bored with it. Perhaps you've been burned by this situation in the past, but now it's sort of like, just, okay, one more and then I'll be able to close out this chapter and start something new. Okay, so it's not over yet, all right? But you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, all right? So you might be just a bit bored. Oh, here goes one more time, one more of this. Maybe someone's coming back and you've got to deal with them again somehow. But we'll have a look, see where it takes us. Okay, so Aquarius, you've got this energy of the Four of Pentacles in your environment right now. Spirit, please clarify the Four of Pentacles for Aquarius, the second half of March. And you have the Three of Cups. Okay, so the Three of Cups is a card of celebration normally, but quite often in the Three of Cups, the celebration's happening, but all the work's not done yet, and so you're holding back. I think you're seeing this. So if you have a look here, there's these, the ladies are celebrating here, but when I see this card, I'm feeling that the work's not all done yet. There's still some things, some flowers which haven't been picked, or some things which haven't been finished off to totally be able to go full throttle. So I would be careful here about, and I think you know this, just don't count your chickens before they hatch. And so that's why you're holding back with this Four of Pentacles here. So you're seeing this celebration here, but you're going, well, hang on a minute, we're not quite done yet. Yeah, I'm feeling that's sort of, yeah, the race isn't finished yet, okay? As we see here, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but the race is not finished yet. So let's see what's this Six of Swords about? So it's like you're prepared to walk away from something, and you might even have to move away. It's in your challenge position, and it might be difficult for you to do so. Why is the Six of Swords here for Aquarius? What's the Six of Swords here for Aquarius? End of March 2019. And you have the Ten of Cups, okay? So this is a beautiful energy to have, the Ten of Cups, because this is in your challenge position. You're trying to get there somehow. So I'm feeling that sometimes the Six of Swords is about moving away from something, and it's moving towards something, okay? And because this is a challenge, in the challenge position, I think this is about moving away from something to get to this place here, which might be sort of up in the distance up there, move towards it, okay? So there's, you can see that there is happiness at the end, and you're just negotiating this over the next couple of weeks. There's going to be like an emotionally fulfilling experience for you, but to do so, you're going to have to move away from this situation that you're in, whatever the situation is. Perhaps it's just a job, or this sense of uncertainty about your finances. We'll see what else comes out, Aquarius. I'm hoping this is making sense for you. Three of Pentacles in your hopes and fears position. So there could be someone you're a bit worried that they're not going to be putting in their fair share, and so you don't want to invest all the way. And that's clarified by the Justice card. Okay, yeah, so I'm getting, again, legal stuff here. You're a bit worried that someone's not fulfilling their part of the contract. Okay, so you've got this person here standing up on the bench, but there's nothing in his cup. Okay, and he's got these people down there making plans, And this is about like contracts and law. There can't be loopholes there. We have to tighten this up a little bit. So that's what I'm seeing there. It's like there could be maybe a builder that you're trying to engage, but they might be a bit shady, a bit shonky, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. There's someone who you need to work with, and you don't quite have faith in them. And because this is a legal type contract, you might be a bit worried about how to deal with this. And again, because we have the Hierophant here in the best attitude position, which is asking you to go by the book, make sure this tradesperson, whoever they are, this person who's offering this service or that you're working with, the agreement must be very clear, okay? Especially in this time of Mercury retrograde where things can be missed, sometimes very obvious things, because it's like, but that's normal. You might be thinking, well, isn't that just a part of every contract? And the shonky dealers might go, oh, no, you got to pay extra, or you want me to do it properly, it costs more, something like that, okay? Anyway, so that's what I'm getting there. So just dot your I's and cross the T's. Okay, now, why is the Hierophant here? Can we clarify the Hierophant? Clarify the Hierophant in the best attitude position for Aquarius. We know they're being encouraged to go by the book here. And you have the Knight of Rods, the Knight of Wands. Okay, so the Knight of Wands is generally charismatic, good talker, but they're not necessarily the most reliable person, okay, to do the job, because they fly in, they fly back out. Okay, so that's what I'm getting there. There could be just a little bit of a tradesperson who doesn't necessarily do the best work, and I'm really feeling that there is some kind of a building project. We're talking maybe some big money here, or biggish money, and you just want to make sure that everything's itemised, and this Knight of Wands just doesn't come in and then go back out. Okay, I know the Knight of Wands quite often can be like the one night stand of the zodiac, let's say, or the tarot, but when we're talking about building standards and things like this, just trying to think of this guy here, he might not commit to much. Okay, so let's have a look now in your outcome position. You have the Nine of Wands. So why is the Nine of Wands here for Aquarius at the end of March 2019? Why is the Nine of Wands here? We have Six of Swords again, okay, so walking away from something. So you will eventually be able to get one more. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel, Aquarius, and then you'll be able to walk away and move, or if not walk away, move away, you can move on the next part. So if this is like this building project, which I keep imagining, which keeps coming to me, you'll be able to move on to the next step, okay? You'll be able to, I don't know, put the roof in, or the furniture, something like that. So that's looking pretty hopeful. That's at the end of this reading, I'm feeling that you can see the light at the end of the tunnel and you will be able to move away. So really it's just about, this reading here is about dotting your I's, crossing the T's, making sure that your contracts are fairly watertight. Okay, Aquarius, hopefully that's got something for you. Please like and subscribe and let me know any thoughts you have about that reading, and hopefully talk to you in a couple of weeks. Thanks for watching.